What's cracking, guys? Bruce Madsen here, your host show, Metro Scout Fantasy Football. And I want to start things off talking about the running backs of this rookie draft class. Talking about the ones in the latter part of the second round, third round, fourth round. Those guys that we're shooting our shots on, drawing sticks on to see what happens. Those mid-round running backs, those late-round running backs. Some of these guys got some good things in their profile with some blemishes and some bad draft capital. Given the opportunity, there might be something there. There might be a running back that exceeds expectations, that does more than what we are expecting to do. Catching the ball in the backfield, getting some big runs, getting some big games, getting some opportunity, taking advantage of it. Something could happen with this class on the back end. We could have that one running back surprise us, at least for the short term, maybe for a 6-month period or something like that, but it could happen. And when we prospect these running backs, we got to look at them individually and see which ones fit that mold. One of those running backs I'm talking about today is Zamir White, running back for the Raiders. And he has a very interesting prospect profile. 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Good size, adjusted speed score in the 95th percentile. Had a mildly productive career at Georgia, rushing for over 2,000 yards in the last 3 seasons against stout SEC competition. There's a lot of good things to like about Zamir White. One thing is that he's going to a Raiders depth chart that is not taking advantage of the 5th-year option for Josh Jacobs. So there's a good chance that Jacobs is going to be a free agent next year. With that being said, if Jacobs tests the market next year, Zamir White's Dynasty stock is going to increase, and it's going to do it quickly. And that's going to give us an opportunity to cash in on the return on investment just from that right there. Of course, there's a good chance the Raiders bring in another running back, maybe another mid-rounder in next year's draft. Next year's draft is loaded at running back, so wouldn't be surprised at that. But White's also going to get the opportunity to get some run in the offense, get his carries. And all he has to do is look good, play well. And he's looked good at Georgia. He looks good on the field, has a good tape, looked good at the combine, has some athleticism. He's more athletic than Josh Jacobs. He's faster, he's quicker, he runs hard. Josh Jacobs is a good running back in his own right. He has good vision, good wiggle for his size, and can really lay the hammer at the point of contact. Zamir White has a little different dynamic in his game where he's a little bit more explosive, has more long speed, a little bit more of a home run threat compared to Josh Jacobs. So that's something the team may want to lean on. Zamir White has a very limited receiving background, but he was also sharing the backfield with James Cook, low volume passing offense. So things could change. Maybe more of a check down specialist than a guy running routes. In that aspect, if the team wants to utilize that burst, getting him a few targets in the flat might be a good idea just so they can allow him to operate in space. But the big key here is, what are the Raiders going to do with Josh Jacobs? If Josh Jacobs signs with the team long term, gets a good deal, then this is going to kill our prospectus for Zamir White. If Josh Jacobs hits that free agent market, which is probably the smart thing they do. They overdrafted. Shouldn't have spent a first-round pick on a running back, any running back. They shouldn't have done that. They really should have built that team up. If Josh Jacobs is told to hit that free agency market, Zamir White's going to see an increase in value. It's going to increase his Dynasty fantasy football value. And there's a chance he could be the lead back going into next year. He has to play well this year, though. If he's looking good and playing well, getting yards after contact, hitting the creases, getting some good runs, we could see Zamir White earn a larger role in 2023. There's also a very good chance they bring in another running back. But if the Raiders cut ties with Josh Jacobs, there's going to be this time period where the team's going to be in flux right before the draft. Zamir White's projected to be the lead back. Could bring in another running back. But it really all depends on what Zamir White does this season. He has the opportunity to take the bull by the horns with whatever opportunities he gets, runs well, has some big games, and this could be his backfield. The better he does, the less draft capital they'll put on to the next running back if they cut ties with Josh Jacobs. Another thing you want to think about is Josh Jacobs' injury history. He's been banged up off and on throughout his career, throughout his collegiate career. That could happen this year. And all it takes for Zamir White is to get his opportunity, team play well, allow him to get an advantageous situation to run with. And we can see Zamir White just eating more opportunities, eating more workload, and then earning that trust of the coaching staff to the point where they don't feel like they need to spend much capital for the other running back in the committee. They don't have to spend a second-round pick for a good running back, a third-round pick. They'll lean on him, get another ancillary running back, and see what they can do. This situation would also lend Josh Jacobs to hit the market. The team would just lean on Zamir White and whoever else is in the backfield. The one thing, though, I want to hammer on is if Josh Jacobs is gone, we're going to see a big increase in Zamir White's value. And it's not like he was a horrible running back at Georgia. He did some good things. A lot of you guys have been watching the show. It's really into Zamir White. Fell in the draft a little bit. Went day 3. Day 3 running backs are nothing to be excited about. You kind of have to make up a storyline of how they could get the opportunity to prove themselves, opportunity to succeed, to get the workload, to get the touches. We got a good one here. We got a good one here with Josh Jacobs not getting that 5th-year option on the contract. There's a chance that there's an open role here in 2023. Zamir White has a chance to prove himself with those limited touches he gets here in 2022 as a rookie, spelling Jacobs, taking over for Jacobs in certain situations. It's a good opportunity for him to prove himself, to earn a larger role in 2023 or steal the role completely from Jacobs going forward, which is also in the cards. Zamir White's got some game left. Zamir White has a chance. And with him being a cheap rookie draft asset, I'm talking about back half of the 2nd round, seeing him go in the 3rd round of some drafts, there's a chance just at value, he's a good play to make because he's a mid-round running back. Those running backs usually don't hit, but his portfolio, his prospectus has athleticism. It has some production, and he's on a depth chart where we can make the storyline where he could get the opportunity, and all we need is him to get his shot and him to succeed for us to have an asset. If anything, there's a chance we get a small return on investment if he gets his opportunity, and then you just got to strike gold on that. That's where you got to strike gold on if he gets that opportunity to be the lead dog. And if it doesn't work out, you did have that opportunity to sell. But let's see what happens with Zamir White and see if you can get the opportunity with the Raiders. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you buying Zamir White at cost or are you fading? Drop it in the comments. Smash that like button to help this video out on the algorithm. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I'm dropping all kinds of rookie draft content, helping you guys out with your dynasty teams and everything else. But again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.